Explain.
I am Shreya Sadugol and I am a lovely Salingrams for the day. Now the exciting thing about having a student as the essay is that they get random fun facts every meeting. So today's fact is that the number 1441 is called a palindromic sequence, which means it reads the same from front and backwards. It is called it is symmetrical, which is appealing in mathematics. Not to me exactly, but there are many CAs apparently, and there is a treasurer. Treasurer of this club who finds maths very appealing, and that's why we have the budget meeting today. And let's start with the rules. Kindly put your phones on silent. Give me a thumbs up if you are done. Okay, all good. The next rule is kindly refrain yourself from talking about sex, religion and politics. And only exit and enter the hall when you hear an applause. So that way the speakers do not get distracted. Now an interesting fact about the president is that when it is about Gen Z slang, that when he goes and talks to his son and he's very focused to make his son understand something, and at the end his son says, "Chill bro, I'll handle it, you relax." That is Gen Z slang that this person finds kind of peculiar but also enjoys it because he wants to feel young and he is youngest at the heart. I'm telling you because I have experience and I have moments. So kindly give a huge round of applause to the president of this club, Mr. Jose Paul.
Thank you, Shreya, for that very enthusiastic introduction. Thank you very much. Dear Toastmasters, and yes, it's so wonderful to see all of you on this very pleasant evening. Thank you all for joining us today. And I declare call to order meeting number 1441. The minutes of meeting number 1440 was sent on the WhatsApp group. I request our Secretary, Toastmaster Anand, to just give a few excerpts of the meeting. I request you all to withhold your applause till the minutes is passed. Please welcome Toastmaster Prakash.
Good evening to all. Good evening. Last meeting number 1440, held on 2nd August 2024. It was a back-to-back full house meeting. We called 26 guests were present during the meeting. Theme of the meeting was fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Word of the day was researched with speech title Conquering the Devil's Kitchen. Toastmaster Akash Arka won the Best Speaker Award. The Best Table Topics Speaker went to DTM Vijay. The Best Role Taker went to DTM Gangadhar Krishna. The Best Evaluator went to Toastmaster Sitanshuratan Shetty. The Best Tag Team Player was the grammarian Toastmaster Amaan Isani. Post-meeting, committee presented and discussed the moments of truth responses with members present. To know more, visit our YouTube channel, Bangalore Toastmasters.
Members, are the minutes in order? Yes. Thank you very much. The minutes stand passed. I've always been intrigued by the people, some successful people who start off either one shop or a store or a hotel, and then they build over it and sometimes take it global. I think it's an amazing quality that they may be possessing, and having read some of them, I think it's just remarkable the way some of them do it. And one such example that I came across is one Mohan Singh. He was from the pre-independence days, born in the Pakistan side of Punjab. He lost his father at the age of 6, when he was just 6 months old. And he was brought up by his mother at her father's place. He got married at a young age of 20. And then an epidemic forced him to leave his village, and his mother had told him to move out of the place. He wrote to a friend in Shimla asking him to help him find a job. But his first job interview in Shimla was rejected, and as he was coming back to his friend's room, he saw this majestic hotel there, a huge one. It was called the Cecil Hotel. He was determined to find a job there and stay back in Shimla. Dear Toastmasters and friends, there was no looking back afterwards. He found a job as a desk clerk there, mainly keeping accounts of the coal supplies. He then went on to own 2 hotels. Then he again came back and bought the Cecil Hotel. From there, now the group of hotels that he founded has got 32 hotels, employing over 12,000 people, and one of these hotels is ranked number 28 in the world. Dear Toastmasters and friends, I am talking about Rai Bahadur Mohan Singh Oberoi, the founder, chairman, who passed away some time back, of the Oberoi group of hotels. Now, there were some amazing qualities. As we know from the theme of today's meeting, one is hard work. He was very well known for that. When he was in charge of the Clark's Hotel in Shimla, he used to climb up from his quarters at the lower end, at the bottom of the hill, and be there at the hotel at 5 a.m. to check on the boilers as well as whether the attenders were ready to attend to the guests in the morning for their morning tea. And he used to work 2 shifts in a day. So his working hours would end late at night, and this was his daily routine. Apart from that, he was very well known for many other characteristics that built people like him and take them on top of the world. One such thing is his ability to strategize, his ability which found him buying so many hotels over the years, striking deals, and this was helped by his networking skills. And he was known to be very meticulous and a person who was used to thinking differently. And that is one such quality that made him totally different from the other hoteliers. He was the one responsible to introduce housemaids in hotels in India. And there was a lot of resistance to that from a lot of quarters, but then he never relented to that. And several other steps that other hoteliers were not willing to do. So he was really unreasonable with himself and in his journey, which saw him become extraordinary and take his journey, his own hotel to a vast chain that is spread across the world. Now, if there is one thing that a quality that would really help is, that sums up this whole thing, is what Swami Vivekananda had to say. If you want to do something, take up one idea, make that idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea, let your brain, your blood vessels and every part of your body be full of that idea and leave every other idea alone. And that is exactly what Rai Bahadur Mohan Singh did, because he was so passionate about making his hotel a global brand. Today, to lead us through the meeting, we have one amazing Toastmaster amongst us. One thing that I find really truly amazing about her is that she's a teacher by profession and she is always participating in competitions, because I am very familiar with teachers because I have two of them at home, my mom and my wife, and generally they are not the people who would want to take part in any competition because they feel that what they say is right and there's nothing beyond that. But this Toastmaster is amazing because she takes part in all the competitions and I like that spirit in her. And she has been instrumental in changing and molding the lives of so many children in her school. She teaches mathematics in the Bethany's High School, and she was recounting of one particular student who was going through a troubled times last year and has totally changed this year, and it's made a huge difference in her life. So, without much ado, let's welcome this person who is beautiful at heart too and equally on the outside. Please join me in welcoming the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Smitha.
Thank you, President Jose, for that. I'm humbled by your introduction, I should say. Welcome, dear Toastmasters and guests, to meeting number 1441. I should say a well-balanced meeting with seasoned Toastmasters and many versatile speakers. Many of the road takers today are past presidents of our club. I don't know, how many of you noticed a video being played just before the meeting started? Did anybody notice? What did you see? A lot of greenery, garden. Well, that was a video of garden maintained by parents back in Kerala. And last December, when my mom passed away, my brother had to take up the nitty-gritties of taking care of the garden. Summer was setting in, and he was spending around 2 hours just watering the garden. And then he realized gardens are not made by sitting in the shade. Castles are not made by sitting idle. Champions are not made in a day. The medals, all the accomplishments, what you see is just the tip of the iceberg. What lies below is a huge chunk of ice, literally full of humiliation, rejection, failures. Have you ever heard of Alison Michelle Felix? She's an American athlete. She has to her record winning gold medals in 4 consecutive Olympics. So now she is 38. She started participating in Olympics when she was 18. 5 years back, she wanted to start her family. She gave birth to a baby girl. Nike slashed her payment by around 70%, saying, you should know your place. Runners have to run. Feeling disrespected, she quit Nike. She started her own brand of running shoes called Sage. And she gave the slogan, I know my place. And in Tokyo Olympics, she won 11 medals, 7 gold, walking proudly holding the hands of her daughter, wearing Sage brand shoes, running spikes. So Alison, was it easy for her? No. Was the right move? No. Recently in an interview, she shared her experiences, how she was carrying the baby to different locations for her practice, how she was moving from hotel to hotel. Not even place to, she didn't have a place to properly wash the bottles. And now in Paris Olympics, she has gone one step forward. She has set up a nursery, tied up with Pampers. She has set up a nursery for the participants, all the athletes and other people to keep their babies or young children. She has not only made a garden, she has made a park around it. 100 years back, when Ralph Smitha thought, had this idea, had this vision of a speaking club, many were skeptical. But he stuck to his vision. He wanted to start something for people who wanted to express themselves, who wanted to share their knowledge, who wanted to be heard. After all, that's one of the basic human needs, to be heard. And what we are experiencing now is this visionary's dream. What started as a small in YMCA Santa Ana, California in 1924, what started as a small gathering now is, spread worldwide around 3.5 lakh members, 141 countries, 16,200 clubs, and we are all part of this great Toastmasters club. For the benefit of the guests and the new members, a Toastmasters meeting has 3 segments. The first segment is prepared speeches, what we call them. So the members come prepared according to the speech project guidelines. There are 11 parts, that's what I understand. Out of that, you can choose your whatever is you like the best, or which area you want to improve. Choose it and go through the project. Each level has 4 to 5 projects. Choose it, prepare the speech accordingly, and present. Today, we are going to have 3 prepared speeches. The second segment is what we call the table topics. I would like to put table topics like this. You are in a party and you're on a dinner table and maybe an aunt or an elderly cousin is asking, yeah, I saw your photo in Insta with a girl. So are you dating? Tell me more about it. You just want to vanish from there. But no option, the plate is in front. So you have to tell something. Well, table topics is going to be like that. No time to think. The only time you are going to get is to the time you walk from your chair to here. And the third one is general evaluation of the whole meeting. I believe every single person has room for improvement. And today, the evaluation session will be led by the general evaluation session. It's a team of Toastmasters, seasoned Toastmasters, and it will be led by a person who is known for his quick wit and play of words. Anywhere in this room, if you hear top of the world, you know that person is there. This person is a one-man army. He has his own consultation firm, only one person, and he has worked hard 20 years back. He thinks that's his great achievement. 20 years he's worked on it, and now his one-man army is going to Singapore. Last week he was in Singapore and Vietnam. Next week he'll be going to Thailand. So this person has been a past president of our club and also in 2 terms past president for Rising Speakers Toastmaster Club. Let's give a big round of applause to our general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Vijay Anand. The evaluation session will have other evaluators coming forward, evaluating the prepared speeches. But there are 3 hands which are very, very important. And the first person who is going to time every single role taker is Akash Arka. Timer. Please spell out your role.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
So, as a timer, it's my duty to time and record the duration of the entire meeting and its individual parts. For today's meeting, we have 2 kinds of speeches. Icebreaker speeches are between 4 to 6 minutes long. So, at the 4th minute, I lift the green card, the 5th minute, the yellow card, and the 6th minute, the red card. And third speech is 5 to 7 minutes long. So, at the 5th minute, I lift the green card, the 6th minute, the yellow card, and at the 7th minute, I shall lift the red card. The table topic speeches are between 1 to 2 minutes long. So, at the first minute, I shall lift the green card, 1.5 minutes, the yellow card, and finally 2 minutes, the red card. At the end of the meeting, I will give my report to the general evaluator and submit my report to the club secretary in order for it to become a part of the permanent record. Thank you.
Thank you, Akash. The R counter for today is Kenneth. Toastmaster Kenneth.
Good evening, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good
As
evening.
our counter, I will note down words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and, you know. I also listen to filler sounds, including and I also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or this means. At the end of this meeting, when called upon by a general evaluator, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. I urge everyone who comes up here to bolster the speaking by minimizing the number of accounts. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Kenneth. And the next role taker is Toastmaster Hannah.
Very good evening to all of you. As the role of the grammarian, I would listen to each one of you speak and tell you about the good usage and the not so good usage of the English language. And also, as a grammarian, my role is to introduce to you the word of the day, which is bolster. Bolster meaning it means in this context to support or making stronger. And an example of this usage would be to bolster my confidence. My mother accompanied me to meet my mother-in-law. I would encourage you to use, it's an easy, simple word. I would encourage you to use as often as you can. Thank you.
That is a real bolstering move. Without much ado, let us move to the prepared speeches for today. The first speaker is a chartered accountant by profession. He is working at Grand Horton. Amaan or Amaan? Well, I'm not asking his name. That is his speech title. Amaan or Amaan? The icebreaker speech by Amaan. Amaan Isani. Toastmaster. Because exercise, breaker speech,
know the meaning of this word, Amaan? Anybody? Peace. Peace. But my parents went one step ahead and named me Amaan. Amaan with a double A, which actually means a peacemaker, a person who brings peace. I really wonder if I do that or not in my real life. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
I belong to the city which is famous for oranges, Nagpur city in Maharashtra. I have an elder sister and a younger brother. My father works for an insurance company and my mother is a homemaker. Starting from my childhood itself, I was the one who always run away from studies and books. And on the other hand, my siblings, going on reading everything they did. And on this side, I'm not able to complete my academic books itself. But recently, I have discovered a newfound joy in reading books. I've started reading Ruskin Bond about his traveling, writing, going to hills and mountains in Dehra. It feels like as if you are traveling without moving an inch away from your bedroom. From my childhood to up till now, all of my friends or many of people gets confused with my name. But even my name has not spared teachers and principals from my school and college itself. But each time I try to rectify them by giving a proper pronunciation. Moving to my junior college, I always wanted to improve upon my communication skills. But how many of us actually came across a situation which compelled us to make a difficult decision and to make a task to improve upon something? It is about my journey during my internship period. It happened with me when I was supposed to give my presentation in front of my client on a report which I had worked upon. I clearly remember when my name was called out to start the proceedings, I was sitting at the back of the room. And this time also, they pronounced my name as Amaan itself. But when they called out my name, my legs was completely stiff. And somehow I mustered up my courage and came to stage. And I found my hands trembling like this all the way, as if a table topic master calling out your name for table topics. My heartbeat was so fast that if I would start measuring it, it would be definitely more than Mahendra Singh Dhoni's highest ODI score of 183. But I could not say a word. My mentor came in between and started the proceedings ahead. Afterwards, my mentor, in his blustering tone, asked me, Amaan, do you think anybody will like a half-baked cake? I thought with all the time we have, he found this time only to play puzzle with me. I said, nobody will like it. Then he said, that's what I want you to understand. You prepared this report using your technical knowledge. It's still a half-baked cake if you are unable to communicate your idea to the other side of the table. I was spellbound with this word. Next day, I have decided to join Toastmasters in my hometown, Nagpur Toastmasters Club. I spent approximately 1 year with the club and played a VP education role as well. Afterwards, in 2023, I moved to Bangalore for my job. There was a sea of thoughts going up in my mind, but there were very few things for which I was 100% sure. One of such things was to join a Toastmasters club. But you must be wondering that it took me 1 year to actually join a Bangalore Toastmasters club. Because every time when I tried to leave office on Friday, I don't know from where my seniors come to know that I'm leaving, and they give me work exactly at 5:30. I think Shah Rukh Khan's dialogue, कहते हैं अगर आप किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात आपको उससे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है, does not go well with me. The next day, I went to my seniors. I decided to think upon it. So I thought I will go to Toastmasters when I will be completely free. I will be having no problem in my life. Few months, few weeks passed like that. Then I came across this wonderful sentence. I don't know who told me this. It goes like, human beings will be completely free. Will be having no problems in their life only when they are 4 feet beneath the ground, which means they are actually dead. I was again spellbound. I thought I will never be able to improve upon my communications if I continue to think like this. The next day, I went up to my seniors, discussed this issue,
that I will be leaving a bit early on every Friday evening. And you know what? They agreed happily. I thought I wasted few months like that. The learning from this is, we should not wait for the perfect moment to come, but concentrate on making every moment a perfect moment. That is because gardens are not made by sitting in the shade. So long story short, I am Amaan with a double A. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Well, aren't we all spellbound? Because an icebreaker looked like a level 3 or 4 speech. So congratulations on that great speech. Then before calling up the next speaker, let me go to the evaluator, because both of them are the first speech and the second speech, both are icebreakers. The first evaluator was Toastmaster Kaur, a very versatile speaker. She got, for her icebreaker, she got the Best Speaker Award. And for the second speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Mansi, again an alumni of NIFT. So please read the guidelines of the icebreaker.
Thank you, Toastmaster Smitha. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech.
The next speaker, as I told, it's an icebreaker, so I will not reveal much about her. But I asked, what is one great achievement you have had in your life? And she told, overcoming the fear of dark. And she took 4 to 5 years to do this. And this person has a speech title, A Tryst with Ice Cream. A Tryst with Ice Cream, Toastmaster Shivangi.
Life is like an ice cream. Enjoy it before it melts. Imagine you're in a big ice cream store with 3 sections. Section 1, you pick a cup, accept whatever is given. Section 2, you choose a flavor. And section 3, you choose toppings. Now consider that this ice cream store is life. Stay with me as I take you through my ice cream store. A very good evening to all the Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
My name is Shivangi. Let me take you through the cup I was given in section 1. I was born and raised in the Silicon Valley of India, our very own Bangalore, in a family with roots that originate from the land of temples, Tamil Nadu. However, I speak the language of the dry state at home, Gujarati. I am a South Indian Gujarati. No wonder I can enjoy dhokla with sambar for breakfast. We are a family of 3 generations living under the same roof. My grandparents, parents, myself and my sister. I was raised by my grandparents as much as by my parents. My grandfather's resilient and life is for living attitude, and my grandmother's relentless and selfless outpouring of love for her family has shaped my opinions and values. They have held my hand in their own way and are an integral and inseparable part of my family unit. My father is a financial advisor, and personal finance is his forte. He left no stone unturned in ensuring that my investment journey began as soon as I earned my first stipend. He is a man who believes that he can double his money by folding it and putting it into his pocket. We both share a sweet tooth for anguri pekas, an Indian sweet, much to the annoyance of my spice-loving mother and sister. I share a connection with him that only a daughter would understand, and no matter how much I grow up, I'm always going to look up to him for guidance. My mother is the number cruncher of the family. She's a math teacher for 11th and 12th standard students. The only reason I survived math was because of her. According to me, she knows magic. She's a mathematician. There's something deeply comforting about her presence that I cannot put in words. From holding on to her pallu for safety and comfort to letting her help me make my own, we have come a long way. Lastly, my younger sister. This girl is the reason that I learned sharing is not always caring. Sharing is a mandate, whether you care or not. Everything that we get should be in even numbers, else our worlds will crash. And somehow, even at this age, this is an unspoken rule at home. She's hired to my mother's love for numbers and is currently pursuing Bachelors of Science in Statistics and Economics. Even if the universe conspired to give me another chance to choose a cup, I would choose the very same one I have now, my family. Coming to the second and the most difficult section, choosing a flavor. I just cannot decide it. Amid similar confusion and chaos, at 18 years, I decided to enroll for the Chartered Accountancy entrance exams. I was not at all serious. After all, this was the first summer vacation I would have to spend studying. Cribbing about the unfairness of the situation, I appeared for the exam, and voila, I passed with a narrow margin. There was no stopping me after that. 1 year later, I cleared the second group and bagged my mandatory internship. Life had never been more in control. Little did I know that soon it would spiral way out of control. CA final exams, 6 months of rigorous studying for 8 subjects. From falling ill after my first paper to pushing through the remaining 7 exams, it bolstered my emotional resilience. Today, I stand before you as a qualified chartered accountant and a cohort employee at Wipro Technologies since 1 year. This is one feather in my cap, one flavor of ice cream. I surely want to pick a few other flavors on the way. The third but most interesting section. Hobbies, interests and skills are to life what toppings are to ice cream. Not mandatory, but if added, give great taste. I am an avid reader and always have been since childhood. Mythological fiction deeply interests me, and crime novels are an indulgence. Currently, Thomas Hardy has all my attention as I read his classic novel, Far from the Madding Crowd. I also have a penchant for listening to Carnatic music. I believe that the energy strengthened my mood. Toastmasters is the most recent topping I have picked. And let me tell you, so far it has been deliciously amazing. As I look at this ice cream store I have built, I wonder, what is my takeaway? Ice cream is such a lovely product that irrespective of your choice of flavor or topping, it's always yummy. And so is life's journey. You can always choose another flavor or topping if you want, like you can choose a different career path or find a new hobby. Keep your cup safe though, like you will your relationships, values and memories. Cherish your cup. Be open with your flavors. Be aggressive with your toppings and enjoy your ice cream before it melts. Back to the Toastmasters.
In town today in Bangalore Toastmasters I have and are you all wondering what flavor you are? Well, that's the impact of Shivangi, Toastmaster Shivangi's speech. The next speech is from Strategic Relation Path Level 4 Project 1. Can I have Toastmaster Vijay, who is also a past president, a very astute Toastmaster, to read out the guidelines.
This is a level 4 project, that means it comes after 8 speeches. There are 5 levels in this 4th level. This is about public relations strategies. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to effectively use public relations strategies for any group or situation. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of their public relations strategy. The time is 5 to 7 minutes. Back to you.
positivity, enthusiasm and confidence is unbeatable and unmatched. Someone who has worn so many hats, starting from BPPR, VP Education, immediate past president, area director, club growth. She's part of the club growth support team. She's climbing the ladder of success every day. And her name in Malayalam means very lovable, admirable, and so true to her name. Toastmaster Priyanka with her race to ace it. Toastmaster Priyanka.
September 1st, Bangalore Space Expo exhibition is taking place. Please come up with a PR strategy. Thank you. 2 years back, when our division director told me to come up with a PR strategy for an upcoming event, I was like, a PR strategy? Seeing that blank face that I had, he told that there will be a support team to support you. I was like, oof. There was a big sigh of relief. Then the fair idea that I had about public relations was, it is a planned process, an organic marketing strategy telling the world what your objective and your benefits are by the contacts and the social media sources you are connected with. Being a part of this event, I realized it is much beyond that. It is about standing out with the overflowing information. Every Dasara at the Manpo Convention Center, Durga Puja Festival is celebrated in a very big way. Many different kinds of stalls are placed and people all over Bengaluru visit the Durgotsav. Having attended the Durgotsav a couple of times earlier, my team and I immediately started with a strategic planning, as it was a 2-day event. To bolster the event, we chose the race method, where
address the target audience, when are the peak hours. We spoke to few people who attended the event earlier to help us have an idea of which corner would be the best to set up our stall. They had stalls outside and inside, both at the entrance and the exit walkway. We also did some behavioral analysis on people's mood, and also during the peak hour, that is during 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., where do people generally accumulate? Based on these details, we narrowed down to 2 stalls as our preference and shared it to the event secretary. Fortunately, the event secretary was our division director. So without much negotiation, we got our preferred stall. The next, the A. A stands for action. The action lied on 5 aspects. Objective of this event, how would we make our stall stand out among other stalls, easy process of registration, easy access of information about Toastmasters International, how they would benefit joining Toastmasters. We had 2 objectives. One was to tell people how Toastmasters will transform an individual by sharing few testimonials, and the second was helping struggling clubs with member needs. To make the stall stand out among all, we came up with many fun activities like the dartboard, simple board puzzle, throwing the ball inside the cup, and many more. And also we gave them Toastmasters goodies like t-shirts, pen, and many food eateries for the members who won. Now, initially, to attract people towards our stall, we volunteers started to play few games, and eventually we were successful in drawing people's attention towards our stall. We also invited children to play few games as they were accompanied by their parents and guardians. Few volunteers were busy engaging the kids, and few talking to their parents or guardians and sharing the information about Toastmasters. And just know that we also requested them to attempt improv speaking to give them a fair idea what we were talking about. And trust me, we had a great response. We had provided 2 registration processes. One was the QR code, and the second the manual registration, making it easy for the people with their preferences. We also distributed a lot of flyers and placed QR codes at different corners, helping people to go through the information as they were strolling around. The next, C, communication. We had to work on 2 areas. The mode of communication before the event to raise awareness to the Toastmasters fraternity and outside. Create members' testimonials as well as known faces of testimony and known faces of Toastmasters to share their testimonials. We used social media like WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook as the main source of communication. We also requested the respective area directors to forward these details to their respective clubs. And as in just a couple of few days, we were planning to have an education session by the world champion Mohammad Tatani. We took that as an advantage and we took it to leverage our event, and trust me, we had a great response. E, evaluation. We had to work on 3 areas. Each day registration targets, people feedback, conversion rate. We targeted 100 registrations per day, but I believe we had a successful event as we had almost around 500 registrations with almost nearly around 50% conversion and also leads to start new clubs. These are a few pictures that I'm sharing that we did during the event. And there's a very nice thing that when life gives you lemons, to issue a press release about lemonades. With this experience, I believe PR is all about connection and influence that one can create with another individual by sharing compelling, transforming stories, providing that belief and confidence that if I can, you can. A good strategy is good when you have the right people and the right plan of action that works together. And that's why I say, raise it to ace it. Over to you.
Research, action, communication, evaluation. The very fact that I was able to remember these words says your speech was so effective. So let's give a big round of applause to Priyanka. Now we have a race against time. 5 minutes, break, and you can come back for the next session. You're back in your places. So let's start the next session, which will prepare you for your life, I would say. To take us through this, we have a very calm, composed person who thinks family is his priority and everything. He has also taken up various hats. As ex-com member, he was VP, PR, VP, treasurer, and he is alumni of NIT Jamshedpur. He has an executive MBA from IIM Lucknow and working in Tata Steel as sales manager. Put our hands together for Toastmaster Kamlesh.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So now we move to a next session, exciting session, to table topics. And I think Toastmaster Smitha has already explained what is the table topic. Have you experienced the table topics every day? Yes. Yes, I do. And today morning my wife get up and say that gold prices has come down. Why don't we buy? On the other day my son was saying, Papa, why the sun rises in the east? And the office one day it was very surprised for me that my boss come and say that today your role is going to be changed, and this is for business development part of it. So every day you come across many of the such topic, but we are not prepared. But we have to think on our feet and then you have to speak up, right? So today's topic is definitely, it is centered around the garden city, the Bangalore. It is on the gardens, and the theme of our today's theme is also on the garden. And the topics are definitely is a very simple, but tickle your mind. Don't worry, your hands will not settle, as Amaan has mentioned. But one thing I tell you, the tips how to handle this topics. You can use the break method. What is break method? P stands for the make your point very simply, and the R is give the reason why you was thinking about it. E stands for the example, give example from your experience, and then you summarize the point. So this is all about. So are you ready for the table topic?
Yes.
Nice. Thank you. So let's start the topic. And the timer, please note the timing is 1.5 minutes only. So raise the green signal at 1 minute and 1.5 minute red signal. Okay. So let's start the first topic. I will call the speaker and then I will give the topic. Right? So I will call first speaker, Srinivas V. Yeah. Garden is a delight to eyes. Garden is a delight to your eyes.
Just now I was speaking to Srinivas about it. So if the topic is easy, I'll go first because I'm closer to the dais. Unfortunately, the table topic master put us here to support us that in terms of boosting us to boast out. When I was going to Maharashtra from the Silicon Valley, I took a night train. I didn't know what to do. I slept. As the sun started slowly rising across, I saw the beautiful gardens coming across on the way to Pune. When the train stopped at one location, knowing what to do, there was signaling for another 1 hour time, which is told by our TT. So the garden was so beautiful such way that all the people, half of the crowd from the train get down, taken a selfie, and it has been instantly posted on Instagram and other social medias. That's how the gardens are so beautiful to watch if you watch till your lifetime. But it is not so easy for anybody to raise a garden. So you should also keep an eye raising a garden for our future. Over to you.
Let me change. I will take the topic first and then call that speaker. So second topic is every flower is unique. Topic master. Speaker is the Srinivas.
Yeah, as they say, as he is saying, every flower is unique, right? I understand. So every table Toastmaster who comes here is unique, right? So I think every time it's a great opportunity for all of us to given an opportunity to speak, but there are always some confusion created by calling Srinivas, and he wanted to go first. This is a lovely way where we love to be here and help in each other's work. So that's why each flower in this world has a place. And we are here in this Toastmaster to support those flowers, the budding flowers to come. And I think my mentors and even my support friends have helped me be comfortable. There were days where I was not able to speak anything. And now we fight for the place here. And he wanted the first place and somehow he negotiated with that. And I was expecting it will be mine. So that's what Toastmaster is, and I would expect everyone can learn and have this fun in the stage. Thanks.
Every Toastmaster is just like a flower. Now let's move to the next speaker. The topic is, have you ever experienced love grows like garden of flowers? Love grows like a garden of flowers. Toastmaster Himani. move to the next speaker. Next topic is you want to be seed or a flower? You want to be seed or a flower? Toastmaster Rashi.
Do I want to be a seed or a flower? I think I would want to be a flower with thorns in it, because I think life is not as beautiful without any complications or disturbances in it. Like if you're running smoothly, you're always wondering, is something wrong going to happen? And you're like, wait, is my life actually running smooth? So you're always wondering about it and you're not liking it. But if there is some difficulty or some ups and downs in your life, you're just like, I think that's my life now. So I would want to be a flower who is attracting good people, who is able to put out a good vibe to others, who is able to bring out a positive energy for everyone, so that your day lights up when you're around me, or at least if you think of me. So I would really want to be a flower but with thorns, and if at all you try to mess with the energy or the vibe of the flower, then you'll just be pricked by thorns.
Next topic. What happens when you plant seeds of doubt in your mind? What happens when you plant seeds of doubt in your mind? Toastmaster Abhay.
There was once a tree in a forest which was completely thorny. And when all the people who passed by the forest would admire all the other trees, they would always avoid this tree. And so this tree had a doubt in its mind, saying that nobody admires me, everyone looks at everything else, every other tree, and then passes by, but nobody admires me. So the tree prayed to the god of the forest and asked, please grant me a wish that I bear flowers or golden leaves. So the forest god granted this wish, and the tree bore leaves of gold. So every passerby who went by admired and would start to pluck all the leaves. And the tree was immensely hurtful because it is painful to pluck the leaves of a tree. So it again prayed to the forest god, saying that please grant me a wish, saying that I would have flowers of or leaves of made of glass. And the forest god did. But nobody would come and pluck those flowers or leaves because they would be incredibly hard to pluck. But one day, when a fierce storm came by, all the leaves and flowers broke. And so on, the tree asked the forest god if it could be made back to its original self. It had doubts about its originality, but then when it went through a different situation, it realized what it was and what God made it was beautiful in itself. Over to you.
Next topic is every seed has the potential to become forest. Every seed has the potential to become forest. Toastmasters.
Every tree, when it becomes a tree from a plant, begins to bear fruits. And when the plant begins to bear fruits, that's when the birds get attracted to it. Right? When the birds get attracted to the plant, why does the bird get attracted to the tree? Because of the fruits, right? The birds come to the tree, they eat the fruit, take the seed far and wide, spread the seeds far and wide, and then the seeds come up as new trees. So at the end of the day, or as time passes by, what used to be one tree, at that place what we would see is a forest. Now this is more than a story. I think if you look at the lives of great people, they have built a forest around them. If you look at our leaders, if you look at visionaries, if you look at people who've taken up a cause, they've built a forest around them. By only allowing their fruits to be plucked by the birds, by their followers, and to be proud of that, and not be ashamed of all the gifts that they have. And then you have a forest from where just a tree stood.
Next topic is, if the flower would talk, what they gossip. If the flower would talk, what they gossip. Toastmaster Chiranth.
The flower would talk, what they gossip. Normally I don't gossip much, so I don't know what the flowers would gossip. By saying that, so if they have to gossip, it's about flowers itself or something they would have seen it, right? So majorly for me, I believe like I love one flower, that is jasmine, and I do believe like all of them, like we all know that they smell really great. And I wish that any flowers who would gossip, instead of gossiping about roses which exchanged one person's hand to other person, so I would really like them to gossip about how this jasmine, there are different varieties of jasmines are there, but in one particularly, the variety which is really small, why it acquired the essence of a smell which is far exceeds the other. Yeah, over to you.
Now next topic. Fruit reveals the quality of tree. Fruit reveals quality of tree. Toastmaster Chaitra.
Fruits are probably the beginning of the next generation of the tree, right? So I think it's apt that we say that the fruit itself reveals the quality of the tree. Every fruit has seeds in it, and those seeds need the nutrition. They use the fruit to attract animals to help disperse them over different areas. And that plays a unique role in, evolution has designed fruits to play this unique role so that it makes the next generation of trees very successful. So I believe that yes, each fruit it has evolved its own strategy to go out and make the next seed successful. And this, I believe, is something that would really help the next generation, and it contributes to the success of the species. So in this sense, I believe that fruits reveal the quality of the tree.
Move to the next topic. The strength of the tree lies in its roots. The strength of the tree lies in the roots. Toastmaster Suresh.
sure who cannot hold strong and who cannot do the foolish. It's the same analogy in our life. If a person doesn't have proper rules, then the person doesn't have a proper values, or he cannot show what's required for the society. Where do we get the strong roots? Our strong roots are coming from either from family, or from the society, or from our thoughts. If we can maintain good family relations and be kind to the society, which most of the times we don't do. Since our childhood, we were taught mostly on the family concept, never on the society concept. And finally, if you can keep your positive thoughts in your mind, that certainly helps you to provide what is required.
So this is the end of the session, favorite topic session. Before I end, there is a reflection that on this theme, everyone, all of you, it applies for everyone, that everyone has the potential to become a seed or a flower or fruit. But it depends on how the quality of fruit and flower depends on how we have worked hard on our mission. And I think everyone has a result for it. So this is the end of the session, and I hope you have enjoyed the session. Over to the emoting of the day.
Seeds, flowers, fruits, forest, garden. The table topics was a colorful one. So let's give a big round of applause to all the speakers and the table topic master. And now we have breakfast. Breakfast for the champion. The general evaluation session, and to go ahead with the general evaluation session, let's call DTM Vijay Anand.
Theme goes, you just can't sit here, leave committee members or all road takers. It's not possible to sit in the garden and conduct such a fantastic meeting. So let's see how this meeting 144 one went on. First, such terms, I came here at around 5:50, that's 10 to 6, and the board is being filled up with all the named road takers. They say Toastmasters has two tracks, communication, leadership, both running parallel. And this young lady, Shreya, wonderful leadership skills. Bangalore is very thin line separating delegating and outsourcing. So leaders will learn to delegate our task. But this young lady, brilliant lady, because Bangalore is outsourcing capital of India, she will outsource the task. So Amaan is writing something, she doesn't know who the role takers are, who the speakers are, and I entered then. She started asking me. So they have to appreciate your leadership skills. It's very good. But perhaps you might want to move from outsourcing to delegation. Then, super confidence stage. She got on stage. Okay, now the rules. I was scared. Are we back to school again? So perhaps, by the way, feedback not only perceives all of us, including me, and feedback is about the issue, the performance, not the perform. I apologize, I didn't mention it up front. So if I were in Shreya's place, I would say there are a few things that we might want to just keep in mind. Let's tactful communication. Don't sound like we were doing that in school days. Good introduce the president, very nice for that chill pill and all that, very good. Suddenly you said, no, it's not that, Shreya. You said, I had my moments with the president. Don't upload this because the president's wife is a teacher. When he goes back home, you upload YouTube. I don't know which tube will have to get to. So, it was a little more. Handing there. What was that? after the practice, we throw the applause until the session over. Then we give a round of applause, for all road takers. Moving on, our president introduced, he took to the stage. Fantastic, as always, his president got a lovely story, which is very inspiring. He breathed fire into us. He wanted us all to go to the next level of performance. Excellent. Go to the qualities of Mr. Oberoi, who started off as a working there and then acquired so many hotels. Very good. Excellent job. His president was so excited with Mr. Oberoi, he forgot all the lovely guests over here. Mr. Oberoi was so inspiring. So, dear guests, don't worry. Our president will come back and welcome all of us. That's one thing I have to disturb. But the good thing is, President, general practice we forgot. The secretary comes on stage to read out the M1. Before the president asks everyone, are the minutes in order? Then we applaud. I think I'm saying this practice for a good decade, I guess. That's the correct thing. So going forward, please adhere to this. Very nice. Only after the minutes are in order, then the members applaud. So very good practice, Mr. President. One small suggestion, Mr. President. You told me the qualities of Mr. Oberoi. You got to connect the dots, build a bridge for us where you and I can, not kind of emulate him, but at least use one or two qualities. He was hardworking, he went to emulation, and each one of us can do that. Put in some hard work and connect the dots for us. Good intro of the Toastmaster today. I just felt I don't know if there's a little deeper and want to do something else for it. Because most of course, the new members don't know that she's a maths teacher in Bethany School, but most of us would know perhaps something different. One thing, it's a picture that we choose. That apart, good job, Mr. President. We had the math teacher come here, she had all her numbers, her data, combinations, permutations, Toastmaster stuff. Very nice. The video played through the meeting, small disconnect that was the video that you had shared with the. Okay, it's a very thoughtful, right? Very thoughtful of you. And the analogy of the iceberg, there are only 10% is seen on top, 90%, right? All the difficulty, the struggles. Good job, very nice. Olympic champion's name. Raise of hands. Don't tell me the name. Raise of hands, go remember the name. Raise of hands, go remember the name. Excellent. Thank you. Toastmaster Srinivas, that's all Srinivas. I want to give a chance for you. I understand everything. So, my friend, if it's not a tall order for you, what's the name of the Olympic champ that Toastmaster Smitha mentioned? Don't Google. I don't want to throw a curveball at you. Okay? I did the 6 earlier only about some helpful answers. What I want to share for all of us, when you mention someone's name, articulate, repeat it. It's got to be clear because you know it, you've done the homework. But most of us, I didn't lipstick survey now, 80% don't know the name. Is it Alison? I got it later. I was wondering whose son? Then Alison. So the name is going to have to be, because it's important scheme of things. Then Toastmasters said, Toastmasters, we have 11 parts, I understand. I was wondering, if the Toastmaster is not sure, the Toastmaster only is understanding, what about new members? So Toastmasters Smitha, a little more prep, a little more lot of conviction. There are only 11 parts of what Toastmaster offers. A little more conviction. And after the lovely message of yours, Olympic champ, I thought the transition to Toastmasters was not there. Something on the lines, if the Olympic champ would do that, that's what Dr. Raj really had in mind. Even through difficult times, and that's why we're going to build a bridge, a small connection. Okay. Toastmaster Akash, as I know, you read out the guidelines very well. Only one thing, what happened after this hockey incident, right? I will lift the green card, I will lift the yellow card, and then I got scared, I will lift the red card. Luckily, India beat right 10 years. I was scared. Every time lift card, 60 become 58, people start giving the wood. Toastmasters, just small suggestion. I will display the card. I was quite scared. Just small. Can I review for the first time? This is good. Excellent Toastmaster. Very good explanation of your role. And Toastmaster, our pastor, Anna, good job. Good day. We had the first speech. I don't know what happened. We have to bolster our memories. I don't know what happened. Toastmaster Day was so enthusiastic about fantastic speaker on. He just called you on stage, and I got up there, raised my hand, and well done, just like a poet. And what you do, that is what Toastmasters teaches about. Think on your feet. Don't worry about it, because second speaker also sing very well. That's beauty, you know, how you cover up things. Good thinking on your feet, Toastmasters. No serious note. You should sometimes, you see the lecture. Those who don't know should been in the club for many years, being a member of other clubs as well. So it happens to all of us. I'm not being harsh on anyone, it's just that we have to get our act together. Moving on to the speeches, we had the first speech, which was given by Toastmaster Amaan, correct? If I pronounced correctly. And was being validated by Toastmaster Amaan. Please have a round of applause, please.
Good evening, Toastmasters, dear guests, and in particular, Amaan.
Good evening.
We have all heard that we live once, but Amaan told us today that we die once, and we live every moment. It was an amazingly well-constructed speech. I have taken inspiration from Amaan's name, the double A, and have divided it into two parts. So the first part is arrangement around how the speech content is arranged. And the second part is awareness, how the speech was delivered. The speech content was arranged in a beautiful and structured manner. It had a very clear opening, a body, and a closing. And on top of it, an interesting title, which was Amaan or Amaan. He started beautifully by asking a question to the audience, and we got to know the meaning of his name, which is
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. Right. In his content, he included many ways to engage with the audience. He did it twice during his speech. In addition to that, his speech had subtle humor, and he kept it interesting by using the names of people with whom we all can relate to. MS Dhoni, Shah Rukh Khan. Both of them were great examples, and they brought in a lot of laughter from the audience. In terms of awareness of the stage or the delivery, he had a clear and understandable tone and volume. In addition to that, he had eye contact throughout the speech. He was looking from the left to the right. So that was very well done. Your comfort level was shown again when you clapped your hands and the way you moved your hands during your speech. If I can, I would say that there are a few areas of improvement, although it is too early with your icebreaker speech. We came to know about where you were born and how you came here as Toastmasters. However, it would have been really interesting to know more about your family, your childhood, your adulthood, and your growing up years. So, in a summary, I would say that Amaan, you had a well-constructed speech with a clear opening, body, and closing. You kept the audience engaged and had subtle humor so that the audience could enjoy and remember the speech. And you aced the stage as almost like a seasoned Toastmaster. I would say that you will be I'm sure with your hard work, as you have done with your studies and your joining the Toastmasters to overcome your public speaking skills, you would continue to bolster your public speaking skills, and you would be the peacemaker of our club.
Reminder to all the Toastmasters and guests not aware, the icebreaker has two project guidelines, broadly speaking. The first one is the member has to introduce himself or herself, and the second one is about the basic structure of his speech. So Toastmaster, if I may, gently just keep a hand on the wheel. It's too premature now to get to the delivery of the content. Just the person's first speech. It's rather early. Just not getting that aspect. So one thing about missed out was introducing himself, Amaan. You had 35 seconds left. 35, that's about 70 words you were spoken. I thought the scope of the speaker to us something about his, his hobbies, what he likes doing in his free time. But that was missed out. The first one, the family education was there, and of course his work, that was missed out. So if we well rounded speech, we'll got to speak better. Just a minor suggestion. Moving on to the second evaluator, this lady, fashion sense. What a fashion sense. Toastmaster asked me the guidelines. Toastmaster Mansi, please have the guidelines for me, please. Round of applause, Toastmaster Mansi.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, and Shivangi in particular. For those of you who don't know, I had the pleasure of meeting Shivangi way before many of you did. During her first day at Speechcraft 3 months ago, when I was presenting my own icebreaker speech, and here we are today with Shivangi presenting hers. And all I can say is that Shivangi, your journey has been incredible. You've truly bolstered as a speaker. Coming to your speech today, your icebreaker speech was a refreshing treat, just like your favorite dessert. What you did exceedingly well. The first one, content is king. Well, yeah, you're only talking about yourself and everyone really knows themselves very well, right? Wrong. We love ourselves and we have so much to talk about. So to churn all that information and bring out the cream, in your case, the ice cream, is the main challenge in an icebreaker speech. You used a familiar favorite and created a personal and engaging story. The cup, the flavor, and the toppings of the ice cream to describe your family, your career, and your hobbies brought a smile to everyone's face. The second, if content is king, delivery is the king's crown. I know I'm not supposed to judge you on that or assess you on that, but you were so good. Your effective eye contact, confident facial expressions, bright smile, and generous gestures. The use of hand for magician, spiral, pallu, held her hand. You weren't just speaking it, you were feeling it. Your passion and enthusiasm were contagious, and we would feel it too. The third, if delivery is the king's crown, then humor are his people. Our general evaluator wouldn't be, because no Raja, R-A-J-A, without Praja, P-R-A-J-A. So, all those little toppings of anecdotes that you sprinkled, dhokla with sambar, mathematician, even numbers would crash. Sharing is not always caring. Double his money by folding it and keeping it in his pocket. Can I please exciting information your speech contained. The second, your voice was sometimes a little soft in certain places. Would the members at the back agree? So I guess maybe using a microphone or just using the front of the stage could have just helped you be more audible. But all in all, great content, great delivery, and great humor. This is the first time I've seen someone breaking the ice with an ice cream.
Just a couple of things. I thought what speaker did exceedingly well. The second objective was organize the talk. I thought she did exceedingly well. If I were in your place, I would do like two things. It's a reinforcement for the new speaker and also for people who have been there quite some time. So if you ask me, the presentation skills, structure is the backbone of your presentation. I thought she did a wonderful job. Second thing, the choice of word. Did I correct me if I'm wrong? Did I make an error did I hear you use the word error? A couple of errors for Toastmaster Shivangi? Correct me if I'm wrong? Okay. So perhaps use the word, a couple of areas we want to focus, a couple of areas we want to give attention to, because errors have very little application. Very minor suggestion. Moving on to the third speech, our immediate past president. Very rarely we see presidents, they disappear after their roles. But this president has come to meetings regularly and now giving a speech. I am speechless. I am the immediate past president. Let's hear from one of our past presidents, Vijay. Round of applause, please.
Whenever we hear about public relations strategies, what we think is something glamorous, something big budget, something new media. Okay, but this was all the repeated track. This was, you should understand that this is an experiential project. That means you have to do something and then present it. And because that brings its own challenges, you cannot create fiction out of it. What I felt Priyanka excelled at is taking real scenarios where public relations was not a very corporate exercise. Then public relations was not a social media exercise. It's so easy for us to fall into an excessive social media exercise because that is what is told everywhere. That was not the case. Then putting it in simple terms made others also feel that perhaps they can try it. To say that you start an Instagram channel, go up to 20,000 listeners, you feel, oh, where do I even start? Forget it. But this is so relatable. This is something which you feel like, oh, maybe I can try this for something very small. That is something really good. But what I feel, Priyanka, what perhaps could have been slightly done better is you could have explained the metrics or the objectives before what was your aim of doing this. Anything that you do for this kind of an exercise, you need a metrics. What were you trying to have more Toastmasters joining, more people join Toastmasters, starting even what was it? You did mention at the end the metrics that was done, but that had a term like conversion. Conversion is a very marketing term. People, the layman does not get this conversion metric. What is 50% conversion? What is it? 50% is a very high number. So what is it? So then you have to explain that. Then it makes it more relatable. All put together, I must say it was a very genuine experience. Explained in simple, relatable terms. Others feel like, oh, maybe I can do a PR exercise without too much effort in a very short period of time. But I must say that there's another big aspect of the speech. I must say that you did not have an iota of irritation on your face when the projector did not work. That is a quality I would die for. I would really die for. That was the icing on the cake because you have to face difficult situations like this when you get on the stage and without your blood pressure raising, getting off the stage and delivering a speech with almost very good effectiveness is a feat by itself. And so actually this is not a PR exercise. This was, maybe it was a disruptive, we have a concept known as disruptive speech. This was as much real disruptive speech handled extremely well. For that, hats off to Toastmaster Priyanka. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay. That's the strategy race, right? That's an acronym. So I'll race ahead to the next session. It's a table topic session. There are Toastmaster Kamlesh. Good job. You set the tone for this session by giving us first examples from one guy and Isani. Very good. You also shared a technique to prep better. Excellent. Well done, Kamlesh. Good job. Now, generally, it's for 2 minutes. So, this is a possibility of time for table talk concept today. 1.5 minutes only. Don't do that. I will not place. Today, there's a budget and it's only 1 minute. You see, this problem? No, don't worry. We are going to have 1.5 minutes. Make it sound positive. Then, table topics is difficult as it is. You gave us through and you know what curveball, I don't know what Abhay was thinking. I will call the speaker first, then give the topic. First topic, both Srinivas, first they want to speak. When you mention that, their heartbeat increases. First topic, God is great, your eyes. Srinivas given a chance to put out your eyes. And go sit in the garden. So Kamlesh, very good to see our president, leadership qualities, he whispered something here immediately. So always, please mention the topic first, then call the speaker. Very challenging as it is, table talks. Every flower is unique. Kamlesh, you are very unique. You gave the topic, went and sat over here. That's beautiful. And I thought, you know, very smart man, Srinivas, tall man, I thought he's coming towards you because to read the topic again. But he remembers topics, register of mind, he shook your hand. What I mean to say is, never leave the stage unattended. I know just small skill, I read in mind. Now it was like garden of flowers. I don't know the topic was going, topic was going. Himani came, you mentioned topic twice. This lady stood over there, for her sake twice you mentioned. 4 times, I don't know, was going, topic was going. So sir, you can mention the topic once, maximum twice. So listening skills. So let me cut short, twice mention the topic. Some topics little lengthy. If there are seeds of doubt in your mind, what would you do? Was it given to Abhay? Huh? Yes, he has don't know. See, he has don't. That's what happens. So when they come there, they're full doubt. So average sentence length about 6 to 8 words. Some topics with 12 to 14, just keep that in mind. And one thing, the topics are good for keeping the theme in mind and it helps us bring out the truth. Our friend Chiranth came over there. If cars could talk, what would they gossip? I admire your truth, Chiranth. I don't gossip much. That's what table topics does. Good job, Kamlesh. Kamlesh, all in all, very good topics. Easy to speak. All the speakers spoke. We stuck to the theme. Good job. Before I sign off, I'll call my tag team, Toastmaster Akash. Please give us your report and kindly come on stage, please.
Already running late, I keep this very short. All the speakers who came on the stage managed to stay within the time constraints. Every single speaker stayed within the time, and even table topics. Everyone managed to speak above a minute to make my job very easy. Thank you to the speaker out there, and with that I hand it back to the video.
Who did a brilliant job not using any clutch words, include Toastmaster Amaan, Shivangi, Priyanka, Srinivas, both Srinivases, Rashi, Suresh, and Vijay. Toastmasters who still did a great job by just using words. That's under 5 times to Toastmaster Toastmaster Smitha, Toastmaster Abhay, Toastmaster Anand. Toastmasters use such words more than 5 times and we need to pay a little more attention next time to Toastmaster Kamlesh, Toastmaster Abhay, Toastmaster Himani, Toastmaster Chiranth, and Toastmaster Chaitra.
Now to bolster our grammar, let us call the grammar queen, our past president, Toastmaster Hannah.
As always, the good usage of English has outnumbered the not so good. Some of the phrases I encourage you to use in your daily vocab without moving an inch. Legs completely
sea of thoughts. I heard of Tryst with Destiny. The thing was Tryst with Ice Cream. Stay with me. Unspoken rule at home. Spiraling way out of control. Has all my attention. Astute Toastmaster. Race it to ace it. Breathe fire. Turn your creative juices. Get your act together. Hand on the wheel. Well-rounded. Off the beaten path. And not so good usage would be improve upon my communication skills would be a better way of saying it is improve on my communication skills. And 2, registration process. I think it was 2 options for registration. And today morning you can mention, it's mentioned as this morning. And yeah, technically one of the speakers said 4 feet underground. It's actually 6 feet under. So that's the correct usage. Thank you so much, and over to you.
Before I hand over the stage back to Team Modi, I forgot and also minded 2 more suggestions, not for Toastmasters but for all of us. After every speech, the Toastmaster they could perhaps take one line from that speech which stood out, which resonates with you, and also connect with the second speech. That would it's a little creative, you think on your feet, but you're actually sitting, you think on the chair. Second thing, we had 2 icebreakers. So we didn't give a standing ovation to the icebreaker speech. So some just wondered, the third speaker, Priyanka, what we are laptop for how much time? So you could tell them that. You were left wondering, some of the guests. And last, I don't know, it was a very good Toastmaster day, Smitha. Very good intro. He said next week, G is going to Thailand. Until he has some reception. Perhaps you will be a little more specific. He has a corporate training workshop to conduct. Maybe just one day. On that note, let's welcome the team back on the stage.
What a delicious breakfast we had at 8 p.m. at night. Toastmasters, you can vote. The code is 1441. The link is already in your WhatsApp. While doing that, I call upon the President, Toastmaster Jose, and thank the committee for giving me this chance to be the chairman.
Dear Toastmasters and guests, let's hear it for both the General Evaluator and the Toastmaster of the day. I think they've done a fabulous job. And in the background of this meeting, I'm sure that most of you would know, but even otherwise, I think we had the EB Education Toastmaster Sheet who's been working and doing a great job from the last several weeks. And he's been ably supported by our VP-PR, Toastmaster Vishal. So let's hear it for both of them. While you're voting, I think there are a couple of announcements. We're starting the Speechcraft on this Sunday, and we've had 30 registrations. I think it's an amazing one. And all the credit for this goes to our VP membership, Toastmaster Brian, who's done a fabulous job. And dear members, we would definitely be putting out the moments of truth which we promised last week, and we shall share this, the feedback that we have. And I think our Secretary Toastmaster Prakash has done a fabulous job in compiling all the responses. I request all of you to please give him a big round of applause. Now, may I please, there are a lot of guests here, may I please request all the guests to please stand up. Thank you all for joining us today. I'm sure that you would have had a great time. and maybe I'm just welcoming you all at the end of the meeting, but nevertheless, I think you are welcome to join us again in the coming weeks. And thank you all very much. And dear members, let's hear a big round of applause. Soon after this meeting, our VP membership, Toastmaster Brian, would be escorting you all out and give you a small session on Toastmasters and answer all your queries. I request all of you to please be seated. Thank you. And Brian, you may please rise so that they can see you. Yeah, thank you very much. Let's move on to the awards. The Best Table Topic Speaker Award. This is a man who gave us the story about the Tony tree. Toastmaster Abhay. The Best Auxiliary Role Taker Award. Our Grenadian Toastmaster Anand. The Best Evaluator Award. I think they had 3 great evaluations, and this one of course takes the cake. Toastmaster will win. The Best Role Taker Award. No doubts on this because he's made the point at the same time keeping us all in place. Toastmaster PTM Vijay. Best Speaker Award. Now this speaker took us to the ice cream store, and this is another topping. Toastmaster Shivangi Bhatt. I request all the leaders to please come on stage for a photograph with your certificates. Dear members, we have a business meeting here. We have the presentation of the budget. The guests may please leave, and I request the guests to please join our meeting membership, Toastmaster Brian outside. Thank you all, and